Hello everybody! This week we have a watercolor filled week. I'm very excited, and today's video is the unboxing and swatching and painting of this new to me, Paul Rubens watercolor set of 12. If you're new here, my name is Miranda and I love everything watercolor, and I do 2 art subscription boxes per month. Those are really fun and exciting. So today, yes, we have Paul Rubens. Coming up this week, since I am attempting to do VLOGMAS, is also this Mia watercolor set of 18. This Farben, no idea how to say that, set of 12. So, if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing with all notifications so you don't miss those upcoming videos. Also, on Friday, we have a very exciting collaboration with Becky Tregear. She has a really fun channel that I was so excited when I found it, and I kind of binge watched every video she made as often as I could. So look for that collaboration on Friday. The video will release a little bit later time than usual because she's in Australia, I'm in the United States. And so we're just kind of merging our times for what works best. However, today, this little good set was about $25. I don't remember, but I'll put it on the screen on Amazon. It came with this adorable little sketchbook, which has perforated pages. The glue is not really holding, but it's held in by a string, so I'm thinking that it's going to be okay. This is hot press paper, which I am not used to painting on, but I'm excited to try it out. So in this box, it's packaged very well. So if you want this as a gift for somebody, very nice packaging. They will like that, because look at this little pink silky cloth. Real quick note about these cloths, however, I did receive this black one from Etcher. It's a little dusty because I used it on something that was not paint. Anyway, I rubbed it across my watercolor paper and it left black ink all over my watercolor paper. So this definitely needs to be washed and dried before using it as a block cloth on your watercolors. So I don't think that's going to be as big of an issue with this pink, but probably still a good idea to wash and dry it. Here we are. Cutest little thing in the universe. I just like small things. Who doesn't like small things? What is it about us and like miniature things? Here we are. They are all individually wrapped, so that will take us some time, but I won't make you sit through that, so don't worry about that. But I will show you unwrapping of one, so you can see how that all works. This is the France Ultramarine. If you saw the video where I first featured this, I kind of made fun of that name, so check out that video up there. France Ultramarine. Color is B193, and the pigment is PB29, and that's listed on the side right there. So it's just a little sticker. If we pull that up, it goes across the top, and they're not like wrapped in foil, so that will make that easier. Sometimes you can stick these to the bottom again and up the side, and just keep your pigment information and name that way. It can be a little bit bulky inside of your thing here. So if you don't like that, you can just take that off and write it on with a black Posca marker or a Sharpie, and that will work fine. I'm going to try this just like this and see if I can deal with it. So I will unwrap those and I will get back to you very shortly. Here they are all unpackaged. You can see them nicely. Now I realized I had already made my swatch sheet the way they came in the package, and that's not usually how I order my paints, but I decided instead of redoing this that I would give it a try, because sometimes it makes sense for that yellow ochre to be by the browns, I guess, and Payne's gray to be with the blues. I don't know. It's like I said, it's not how I usually do it, but I'm going to give it a try and see if it drives me crazy or if I'm okay with that. All right, let's get into swatching and painting. Well, we'll start out with Permanent Lemon Yellow PY3. Let's see how well that re-wets. Just fine. It's just fine. I am having fun already. Cadmium Yellow Medium PY35. long as I'm careful and don't touch these edges, I can keep these together. I did not get a paper towel. Paper towel. Well, dry it up. This is B paper, B 100% cotton watercolor paper that I am swatching on. Cadmium red light, PR 108. A little brush bristle in there. We'll let that dry and then we can take that out. Rose red, PV 19. Permanent violet, PV 23. France ultramarine. These are all re-wetting really nicely. No problems there. Payne's gray. I love Payne's gray. It's one of my favorite colors. Emerald green deep. Yellow ochre, PY42. I don't think I've been saying the pigment numbers, but you can read them on my swatch sheet here just fine, so not a big deal. And no, I'm not saying much about the paints right now because in my opinion, you can't really tell a whole lot from a swatch. I mean, you can tell if they re-wet easily, this or that, but not anything particularly interesting about the paint itself, if it's going to work for your painting needs. A lot of people have done reviews on these paints though, and I know they're pretty good. But we'll see. A, I haven't used them before, and B, I haven't used hot press paper either, and that's what this little kit came with. You can buy this paint without the kit, of course, so you can use whatever paper you want, but it was kind of fun that it came in a kit. Burn brown, PBR 7. Okay, definitely looks like burn brown or burnt umber. Next we have coal black. It always surprised me. It seems like swatches, oh, they're going to take forever and this and that, and we're at like not very long. It didn't take very long. I'm going to go ahead and get some water and water that bit of that down just to see. It dries really fast. Okay, here they are. Looking good, looking good. So the paint dries up really quickly on this palette. Be nice for traveling. Let's see what they do in a painting. Except before we do a painting, I remembered I wanted to do a light fast swatch, so definitely look for that. And with these, I have to do the swatching a little differently. I have to make sure the color is even across the whole width. I don't lighten it or anything as I go across. And then I'm still using the cover from my Arches watercolor pad that I had left over. It's nice thick cardboard, and stuck that on there and stuck it in the window. And I wanted to paint with these paints like real seriously and do a real good job, but the reality of it was that I just didn't have time. But what I did have time for was to take out this little sketchbook and play with it. So here is a painting you've probably seen in my past. If you've been on my channel a while, I did things very similar to this with oils and with watercolor. I'll link those somewhere for you so you can check those out if you haven't seen those yet. Just a really quick winter scene. This is using the Payne's Gray. And I really didn't notice a whole lot of difference with this hot press paper, but again, this is a really simple sketch painting, so I probably wouldn't notice a whole lot with this. If I did something like a portrait or a flower or something like that, I would probably notice the difference. So I will keep working with this paper, with this paint, and definitely keep you guys updated that whole journey as I go along. It should be really fun. But Payne's Gray, this was a really nice color. It reminded me a lot of indigo actually, so it's a Payne's Gray that I really like. I love it when Payne's Grays have a lot of blue in them, so I guess maybe I just like indigo colors. I don't know, but this one's really pretty. I thought it was perfect for this scene, and as I was putting the trees farther back, you'll see as I get the teeny little ones up there near the top, they're a little too dark, so I just blot them out with a paper towel and it lifts beautifully, and it's exactly the color I wanted, so I thought that was perfect. And then I thought it needed one more tree near the front middle there, and so I add that in, and then I call it a day with this one, and I sign and date it. And in real time, this whole painting only took like 6 minutes, I think. So I was tempted to just show you the whole thing in real time, but who wants to watch the same thing for 6 minutes? I don't know, not me. I would just fast forward. But I definitely wasn't done, and apparently winter and Christmas is on my mind because I had that flat brush in my hand and I'm like, yes, bricks, must do bricks. So we have a little Santa scene. Santa is getting stuck in the chimney with his feet sticking out, and it's just so fun. And ironically, I'm not used to working with a flat brush, so this was kind of new for me for doing a whole painting with it. I just had it in my hand, didn't want to go grab a different brush, and it was kind of fun. Obviously, it was perfect for doing the bricks and a little more challenging on some of the other parts, but I liked the challenge. Challenging myself is fun, and I may do that again. This brush is not like a great brush, but it's good. I only lost that one bristle in the swatches that you saw, so yeah, it seems to be okay. And it's either a brush I got in that Buy It, Try It video, which I'll link for you guys, or a subscription box, because, you know, I get a lot of brushes in subscription boxes. That is an awkward thing to say. Subscription. Yeah, try saying that 3 times. Anyway, I love Christmas, or I have in the past. I am not as excited this year, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the whole year in general, but I like painting these winter scenes and Santa things, and that made me happy. Plus, new paint makes me happy, so that's always nice too. Well, that was not the big complex painting that I would like to try with these, but that will be coming up in the future, so you just wait for that. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe down below and hit all notifications so you don't miss that. It will be coming up. Well, that was kind of fun. We did get swatching done, which I will laminate and stick in here permanently. We got the light fast swatching done. That's right over there in the window. I'll show you that later. Also, subscribe for that if you don't want to miss that in the future. That'll be, we'll do a 3-month update, 6-month, 9-month, and so on. But anyway, yeah, this hot press paper, I didn't really notice a whole lot of difference between this and cold press. But that is because this is a pretty small setting here. So we're not doing anything big and major with this tiny size of sketchbook. So we just have these tiny little sketches, and we will definitely be doing some more serious work with this set. What we'll be doing is putting this into our regular rotation. So as I choose paintings to do, I will choose different paint sets to do them with. So we will be seeing these paints in much larger settings, not just these tiny little sketches. And so that will be super fun. So this is Vlogmas, and tomorrow is supposed to be the swatching and painting of this Sparerfarben watercolor set of 12, which we know nothing about, but it is claiming to be the same as professional watercolors in a major brand. We know that they just can't tell us the name. We can do that, or we can open this Smart Art box. Wow. What is inside? So vote down below in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. Do you want to see the swatching of this Sparerfarben? I'm going to say that differently every time, but that's all right. Or would you like to see the Smart Art box? I can't wait to see what we come up with. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Well, that was definitely fun. We got the swatches done, and I will be laminating this and putting that in here permanently after I drop it first. We got the, what do you call that? We got the light fast test done. That's over right over there. That's over right over there. Great. How many times am I going to say that? Tomorrow, this Sparerfarben